Welcome to Aptitude for Placements, and my name is Ranjit. I have conducted this aptitude training program at various engineering colleges all over India, and every year thousands of students get placed by attending this aptitude training program. Here you will find all the questions that are commonly encountered in most of the aptitude tests. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of these tests. So just familiarize yourself with all these questions and you will have a clear advantage when you attempt your actual placement test. Let's start. Two people, A and B, are walking in the same direction with speeds 2 meter per second and 4 meters per second respectively. So we'll just mark all the data here. Two people are there. I'll just mark it as 1 and 2, and their speeds are 2 meters per second and 4 meters per second. The time required for a train to overtake them are 8 seconds and 10 seconds respectively. So a train can overtake this person in 8 seconds, and the same train can overtake this person in 10 seconds. The length of the train, that is what we need to find out. Now to overtake a person, the train has to move its own body length. Its own body length should be ahead of that person. So distance to be moved is its own body length. We'll just take it as L. That is length of the train. Here it is said the train needs to overtake them. Now overtake means they are both moving in the same direction. So the train and the two people, they are all moving in the same direction. That is why it is said overtake. Overtaking happens when they are all moving in the same direction. And same direction, so distance by speed. Speed will be speed of the train minus speed of the first person, that is 2. And the time is given as 8 seconds. So this is the first equation that we have. We'll form the equation for the second person. To overtake that person, the train's own body length has to be moved. So L divided by speed or relative velocity t minus 4. And the time is given as 10 seconds. So this is the second equation. So the question is the length of the train. L is what we need to find out. So first we'll just find out t, and then we'll calculate the value of L. So to calculate t, we'll eliminate L. So here you will get L is equal to t minus 2 into 8. That is 8 into t minus 2. Here L is equal to t minus 4 into 10. That is 10 into t minus 4. So 8t minus 16 is equal to 10t minus 40. So I'll bring 80 to this side, so you will get 2t. 40 to this side, so 40 minus 16, you will get it as 24. 2t is 24, or t is equal to 12. So we can substitute either here or here and you will get the value. If you substitute here, L by t minus 2, that is 12 minus 2 is 10, that is equal to 8. Or L is equal to 10 into 8, 80 meters. So length of the train is 80 meters, option D. Two people A and B are walking in the same direction with speeds 5 meters per second and 6 meters per second respectively. So these are the two people. The first person's speed is 5 meters per second. Other person's speed is 6 meters per second. The time required for a train to overtake them are 12 seconds and 16 seconds respectively. So a train can overtake this person in 12 seconds, and this person, to overtake him, the train requires 16 seconds. The length of the train, that is what we need to find out. Now let us form the equation for the first person. Now to overtake a person, the train's own body length has to be ahead. So distance to be moved is the length of the train. I'll just take it as L. Now here it is said the train overtakes them. Overtakes them means they are all moving in the same direction. When they are moving in the same direction, relative velocity is the difference of their speeds. Assume that t is the speed of the train minus speed of the first person is 5 because they are moving in the same direction, and the time required is 12 seconds. Now let us form the second equation. To overtake this person, again the length of the train has to be moved. Divided by speed or relative velocity, t minus the person's speed is 6 and the time required is 16 seconds. The question is length of the train. L is what we need to find out. So first we'll just find out the value of t. So we'll eliminate L. Here you have L is equal to t minus 5 into 12. So 12 into t minus 5. Now here L is equal to 16 into t minus 6. T minus 6 into 16. We'll just open it up. 12t, this is 5 here. This is t minus 5. So 12t minus 12 into 5, 60. That is equal to 16t minus 6 into 16. So we'll just find out the value of t. I'll just bring 12t to this side. So you'll get 4t is equal to 6 into 16 minus the 60. I'll cancel 4 here. Here it divides 15 times. Here it divides 4 times. So 6 into 4, 24 minus 15. So t is equal to 24 minus 15. That is equal to 9. So we can substitute the value 9 either here or here. You will get the value of L. So if you substitute here, you will get L by 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 into 12 gives you 48. So 48 meters. That is the length of the train. That is option A. A train can completely cross a railway bridge 150 meters long in 25 seconds. So we'll form the equation for that. Now to cross a bridge, first the length of the bridge has to be moved. Then its own body length, I'll just take it as L. Now it is given that length of the bridge is 150 meters. So B is equal to 150 meters. So first of all, let us form the equation. You have the basic equation like this. Distance by speed gives you time. Now distance to be moved by the train is first the length of the bridge, and B is equal to 150 plus its own body length L. Then it will cross the bridge. Divided by speed, I'll just take it as S, and the time is given as 25 seconds. So this is the first equation. The same train requires only 10 seconds to cross an electricity post. So to cross an electricity post, its own body length L has to be moved, divided by speed S, and the time is given as 10 seconds. So these are the two equations. Now the question is find the length of the train. So L is what we need to find out. So we'll eliminate S. Now here S is equal to 150 plus L by 25. That is S. Here S is equal to L by 10. So we can form the equation like this. Now here 5 divides 5 times, 5 divides 2 times. Now we will cross multiply. That is 2 into 150 plus L. That is 300 plus 2L. That is equal to 5L. We'll bring 2L to the other side. So 300 is equal to 3L, or L is equal to 100. 100 meters. That is the length of the train. That is option D. A train can completely cross a railway bridge 100 meters long in 20 seconds. Now to cross a bridge, first the length of the bridge has to be moved, then its own body length L has to be moved. Then bridge is 100 meters long, so B is equal to 100. Now let us form the equation. That is, you have the basic formula, distance by speed gives you time. Now distance to be moved is the length of the bridge, that is 100, plus its own body length L, divided by speed, and the time required is 20 seconds. So this is the first equation. The same train requires only 15 seconds to cross an electricity post. To cross an electricity post, its own body length has to be ahead. So distance to be moved is the length of the train divided by speed, and the time required is only 15 seconds. So these are the two equations. Find the length of the train. L is what we need to find out. So we will eliminate S. Here S is equal to 100 plus L by 20. From here you will get S is equal to L by 15. Here 5 divides 3 times, 5 divides 4 times. Now we'll cross multiply. 300 plus 3L is equal to 4L, from which you will get L is equal to 300 meters. That is the length of the train, 300 meters, option A. Two trains are moving in the same direction on two parallel tracks at speeds of 2 meter per second and 3 meters per second respectively. So two trains are there. I'll take it as train 1 and train 2. Now for the first train the speed is 2 meters per second, and for the other train the speed is 3 meters per second. The first train passes a telephone post in 30 seconds. So time required is 30 seconds. Whereas the second train passes the post in 20 seconds. Find the ratio of their lengths. Now you have the basic formula. Distance by speed gives you time. So distance to be moved is the train's own body length. So we'll form the two equations. So for the first train, we'll take the length of the train to be L1 divided by speed is 2, and the time required is 30 seconds. So you'll get L1 is equal to 2 into 30, 60 meters. This is the length of the first train. Now we'll find out the length of the second train. I'll form the equation here. I'll take the length of the train to be L2 divided by speed is 3, and the time required is 20 seconds, from which you will get L2 is equal to 3 into 20, again 60 meters. So L1 is 60, L2 is also equal to 60. So L1 is to L2. That ratio is 60 is to 60. That is same as 1 is to 1. So the required ratio is 1 is to 1, option C. Let me briefly explain how to prepare for your aptitude test. First of all, you need to familiarize yourself with all the questions that have been worked out here. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of the aptitude tests. After that, you need to attempt practice tests. According to me, you need to attempt at least 10 practice tests before your actual placement test. Here, I will be giving you 10 practice tests, and these practice tests will be ideal for you to improve your test scores. The 10 practice tests are available at a cost of only rupees 200. So all that you need to do is make a payment of rupees 200, either through Google Pay or through PhonePe or through Paytm, and you will receive the 10 practice tests. The details of the payment comes next.